Today's news. Today's news.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. I'm Steve Kathan. Israel's prime minister warns fighting could resume in Gaza if Hamas does not release hostages this weekend. President Trump has demanded they all be released. Then, in Jerusalem, this woman says,
The most important thing is to get back our people to Israel and not push it and not threaten the Hamas, because that's not the way.
Jordan's king has offered to take 2,000 sick children from Gaza. He's been critical of President Trump's plan for the territory. They're meeting right now. Trump just called the relationship strong.
The two leaders will surely discuss President Trump's plan for the U.S. takeover of Gaza, which includes Jordan and Egypt taking in Palestinian refugees. Both countries have flatly rejected the proposal, and yesterday President Trump suggested he could consider slashing U.S. aid if they refuse. He also issued an ultimatum to Hamas, insisting they release all the hostages by noon Saturday, or
all bets are off and let hell break out.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House.
We just heard from New York City Mayor Eric Adams the day after the Justice Department said it would drop the major bribery and fraud case against him.
As I said from the outset, I never broke the law, and I never would. I would never put any personal benefit above my solemn responsibility as your mayor.
A day in court today for former Trump advisor Steve Bannon. CBS's Katrina Kaufman says he pled guilty in the Build the Wall fraud case against him, and he got no time behind bars.
He pled guilty to scheming to defraud in the first degree, which was one of 5 counts that he was charged with. And in exchange, he can't serve as the director of a nonprofit in New York. He also can't raise money for charities with assets in the state.
Millions of people keeping an eye on the weather forecast.
Winter storm warnings are posted from central Kentucky to southern New Jersey. Some places could see more than 10 inches of snow, especially across the Appalachian Mountains. Howell Holbrook is administrator of Rockcastle County, Kentucky.
There's still some uncertainty on it. We're planning for the worst and hope for the best.
A second developing storm has prompted winter storm advisories, watches, and warnings from Colorado to Michigan. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
At an AI summit in Paris, Vice President Vance warned against too much regulation in the industry.
The Trump administration will maintain a pro-worker growth path for AI, so it can be a potent tool for job creation in the United States.
And checking Wall Street right now, markets are lower. The Dow is down 2. The S&P is off 10. The NASDAQ is trading lower. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cab News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 50 degrees in Lathrop, California. Bye.